We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Like 20! Hey, alert!
Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Second and 7. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Third down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
First and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Switch.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Kroft there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2nd and 2. To throw is Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 31 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 1st down, Wilson. His throw incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Play action. Now Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he's got his man on the out route. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On first down, Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Side.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he has his tight end. That's Wesco. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Johnson running right. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. On third down, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
21. Here we go. Give me some.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will find his man, Samuel. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And he gets us up just shy of the 15.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
54. Mike 54. Come on, D. Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. And hauled in by Croft. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. That is incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They toss it out right to Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 180. Check back 21. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Go ahead.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Switch up, switch up. Hey, check back 21.
Garoppolo to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's go. 33. Yellow. Hey, check back 21. Right 21. Check back 21.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New York Jets. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First look here for DJ Dallas. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. Crunch.
Now it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go. All go special. All go special. Go core team.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, his arm strength, never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
He's checking. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
They find some open field here.
I'm the best in the game.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson, 38 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. He's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Second and 10. from the shotgun. This will be Dallas. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They go play action with Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. Now the defense loses him. It's complete.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, 75 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He gets this one to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Wilson. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 29 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.